Welcome to Open Studio. If you just joined us, we are talking about where are the fathers. And in studio, we have Ubud Patrick and Ubud Amos. But Amos, you mentioned that dad was not there, but mom was there. What would you say to the mothers that are watching the show on how to keep strong and how to bring up those boys? What is the examples that your mom taught you and the way she walked in front of you to be a man that you are today?
Yeah, I would say moms, they should be also men. In our country, we've got this thing of saying there's no, now I just want to make an example that always it says when you are at home, a mother must be a mother and father must be a father. But it doesn't work like that, because we've got a freedom now which says that each and everyone has got a role to play in the family, of which I would say to mothers there, they must play their role. They must just be open to their children, more especially the boys. They must just play the open cards, say exactly what is happening, what is life outside there, what is happening there. And then, because sometimes you'll find that life there is got flowers, there's beautifuls and everything outside there. But at the end of the day, you fall in a trap. And then sometimes if you are a mother, you think that, I cannot say no to this boy of mine. And then this boy is like in charge in the house. And then you give a boy everything. And then you say, no, become a man of the house. He must stay there as a child.
Wow.
Every step of the way, and carry that child as your child up until the end. Wow. So I would say to the mothers, they must be strong. There will be challenges, I'm still saying that, in life, but you must face those challenges.
Wow.
Yes.
But Patrick, there are also boys that are actually violent and beating their own mothers that actually have brought them up. Are there underlying issues there?
Well, definitely there will be some compelling factors that makes them to behave in that fashion. But also, this notion that when a boy returns from the circumcision school, is now a man, and he wants to play a father figure in the household, even instructing mother what to do and when to come in and whom to relate with. That's a challenge that we find our young people are actually trapped in. And remember, if a mother is a single parent, she would be seeing another person who is not even the biological father of this child. So that's one. But also the huge consumption of liquor in our own communities. It's really a burdensome thing that is giving our mothers and our sisters, our wives, nightmares. And how I wish that we can really upskill the understanding of our own kids on how they use alcohol, but also strengthen the bylaws that governs our own localities, and when to open a ship-in and when to close a ship-in. By the way, do we need ship-ins in our own community spaces?
Yes.
We need to be open as communities and begin to talk about that. The challenges of drugs and in our own communities across the Western Cape, it cuts across. So for me, those are the factors that are really putting our young people not to think straight, and are not justifying their behavior, but I'm saying those are actually factors that contribute to this kind of a behavior. And again, the issue around domestic violence in our own households. How I relate to my partner, Thokozile. I am displaying of what it is to be a man and how my son must treat their own partners, their peers at school, So if we treat our own partners with respect and best human dignity that we can employ, the better for young people that are actually looking at us. Because parenting is not about talking, it's about doing.
Of course.
How we relate to one another as mother and father, boyfriend and girlfriend, the better for our own kids.
Of course, of course. In just your last word, Budwam, can you just say maybe 3 words that you'd like to say to a young man watching at home, or would say what is it to be a man and how they should go about, in advice that you'd give them in just 3 words?
Okay. I want to mention this to the young man. Man is not about your appearance.
Of course.
Man is inside. To be a man, practically something that comes inside you. And after you come from the man, from the bush, you come back, it doesn't mean that you are a man. You always stay as humble as your fathers or your mom take you to the bush. So you must stay as the same. There's no change. You need to stay exactly the way you are.
Wonderful.
As Peter mentioned now,
Yes.
about the drugs and all that stuff.
Yes.
Because once you get at home, you say now, my father is not there and then my mother is there, so I've got a right because I'm a man to drink. No, it doesn't work like that.
Wow. Thank you very much for joining us. Lastly, Patrick, where can people contact you? Just your details quickly.
Well, we are available at the landline 021 423 7088, 021 423 7088, and we are having a very beautiful program called Men Care. It's about fathering, it's about parenting. Please grab it.
All right. Thank you very much for watching the show. You have yourselves a beautiful day.